a bunch of silver dollar eucalyptus, 3 pink ice protea, and 1 bunch of lisianthus in their peach or antique pink. There you go. So the first thing you want to do is take the rubber bands off or any of the fasteners and give them a quick trim and throw them into water. They have been out of water, so if you're on a Zoom call, you can't get to arranging right away, just throw them in some water with a fresh trim and they'll be good till later. Put them into a few vases and then you're ready to arrange. Next step is we want to do the right vase selection here. So I'm recommending a tall vase with a smaller top. If you have a tall vase like this one here with a larger top, that works too. I'm going for something a little tighter with some leaves coming out of it, but if you want to go a little taller and a little looser, certainly you could have a larger opening at the top. So first thing that's really important is just vase selection. So we'll take our vase, add some water, fill it about 3/4 of the way full, and then sometimes I top it off right at the end just to make sure there's plenty of water for a few days. First thing in arranging is I take the focal flower. The focal flower in this one is going to be the pink ice protea. So if there's any leaves that have a little blemish on them, you might want to pull those off. So you can really focus on the head of the protea. I like to stack these into a bit of a triangle. So if you hold them too high, they get really tight, which is fine for a smaller vase, but if you want to go a little taller, you want to hold it further down and make it a little looser, a little more open. So creating a bit of a triangle. Then you're going to take your lisianthus, 1 stem at a time, and just sort of weave it in between the protea. Again, holding down a little further, keep it nice and loose. There you go. Just kind of go around the triangle and add in. Kind of open up the shape a little as you add. These lisianthus, what's nice is they come with, should be 6, 7, 8 stems, and some will be very open and some will not be open at all. So they'll last for weeks, and you can deconstruct your arrangement over the course of the next few weeks. So as some parts of it die and others will live on for at least a week or 2 beyond that. So you can continue to deconstruct and reconstruct your bouquet. So now you have a nice round focal point with the protea and then the lisianthus coming out on the sides. And then I like to take the silver dollar and I pick the longer pieces of the silver dollar. Save the little ones for later. Some of them will come like this, where there's 2 longs on it. So I'll put one onto the arrangement, take the other one off, turn it, place it on the other side. So I just start adding the silver dollar around the edges. And if there are some stems that look like they're going to be too low and they're going to go into the vase, I just pull those off. Because if the water is contaminated with the leaves or the petals, the flowers will go bad much faster. So you want to make sure you clear off all those leaves. So now you have a nice round bouquet in the center with some opening foliage. It's nice and airy around the edges. Maybe one more piece. I like this nice long shape, open and airy. One more here. And it's a nice open bouquet. And then you just hold it, give it a nice trim. If you have a really strong pair of shears, these protea have a little bit stronger of a stem, so you want something that we can really get in there and get a nice cut. I like to put my vase right on the edge and determine where I'd like the height to be, probably about there, and then just go for it. Give them a nice trim. And now you have a really nice round bouquet shape. And again, you can do this in a taller vase and have it come out even more. You can go a little shorter. You could also separate these out and have 3 different bouquets. similarly to that, if you choose to go with just a protea bouquet and then a bouquet of lisianthus and then a separate bouquet of silver dollar, you can always take these small bits of silver dollar and find a shorter vase similar to this. And usually a silver dollar comes with such a big bunch that you can take it, kind of open up the pieces, trim it, tuck it into a vase, and then put a little water in there and have a vase for another room. So I like to have some rooms where I just have a little vase of greens, maybe in the kitchen or the bathroom, and then keep my focal flowers for the bigger areas. And there you go. I hope you enjoy your flowers and your bouquet of protea and lisianthus with silver dollar eucalyptus.